All right, YouTube faithful, welcome to the channel. My name's Captain Crush. We got 2 WNBA games to go over, and guess what? Real NBA comes back 10/24, and I'll no longer have to cover WNBA or anything like it. It'll be NBA every day. Right now, we got WNBA, MLB, and NFL. I cover NFL with spreadsheets, player propositions, fantasy for DraftKings, and all that stuff in a Discord live. I also do this on YouTube. I'm trying to get into a regular rhythm here with the YouTube NFL videos. It's just I have a lot going on. And you know what? Every time I thought I was leaving, they pull me back in. So I guess I'm not leaving. So let's go. Mystics and Liberty over 161.5, 10.5 point spread, and the Atlanta Dream Dallas Wings -6.5 with a over 170.5 point total. It is Taco Tuesday, so Jonquel Jones is the current taco. So let's go right on over to PrizePicks and talk about this, okay? So everyone that knows and follows my channel knows that I take every single taco, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. I take the discount because I don't care. I have a mathematical approach, and that's how I look at Jonquel Jones. Over 21.5 points, rebounds, assists. Is it my favorite on the board? No. Would it be my choice? No. Am I taking it? Yes. Is it probably going to hit? Well, I think it's a 66% chance to hit or something like that last time I looked, so I will go ahead and take it. If she sells, well, she sells. That's just something that you guys have to learn to live with. We all do, myself included. Next, Arike Ungumbawale, more 36.5 fantasy points. I put out a WNBA list for Discord people way earlier, but now it's at 36.5. I didn't target her in the Discord, but now everything's been bumped to the moon and back. So with everything being bumped, I have to take Arike Ungumbawale, more 36.5 fantasy points, and go there. I don't love it, but she's averaging 1.2 fantasy points per minute. Her usage is trending up. I think that her and Sabali run the show. Let's go over here to ESPN real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about, what pushed me over the edge. Last game, it was a close game, 94-82. Arike played 38 minutes, 23 field goal attempts, folks. 23. That's all I need to see right there. 1 for 6 from 3. She had a few free throws, a couple rebounds, 9 to be exact, a couple assists, 7 to be exact, and she had a crispy 4 steals, which guess what? 4 times 3, bang, it's 12. So that gives you 12 fantasy points right there. 36 minus 12, it gives you 24. So you're halfway home. You're a third of the way home. Then she has turnovers. She had 4 turnovers and 4 personal fouls. You hate to see it. So from that 12 minus 4, and you get 8. It still gives us a lot of equity to hit that fantasy score line over here on PrizePicks, okay? Next, we talk about Sabali. 37 minutes, 11 for 20, okay? 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 5 turnovers. You hate to see it, but 32 points. I love to see this minutes. Look at this. They're running a tight rotation. It is the playoffs, so hopefully we can stay with tight rotations, and hopefully we can take it to the bank, all right? So your targets need to be Arike, Sabali, McCowan, maybe Howard too. I would stay away from anyone else on that team. And then on the other side, you have Parker, Robinson, Gray, and Howard. My targets are Howard and Parker. Those are the 2 that I targeted. If you want to splash in a little bit of Gray and hopefully she bounces back, Ken, but she historically doesn't do well for me for whatever reason, so I'm not going to go there. So Bali was at 38.5 fantasy points this morning. Now she's all the way up to 40. If you still want to go and take a shot with her, I don't hate it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I probably won't be doubling down on that 40 bomb. So this is what you have. This is what you go to. Cheyenne Parker, I just mentioned her. I showed you what her stat was. You can go over here for her first half fantasy score. It's at 16. I got it in at 15.5 earlier, but the full game is absolutely in play today. It's at 32. It was at 31.5, but it still has equity at 32. Again, somebody's going to have to score over there in Atlanta, okay? All right, so my approach to PrizePicks and other websites is to correlate my bettings, my players together. So if I have Arike here, I'd want to run it back with somebody for Atlanta, which is why I talked about Parker and why I'm going to talk about Rin Howard right now. Rin Howard's points was at 19. Now she's all the way up to 20. If you want to take the gamble there, I don't hate it. I still think it's good. I think it's been bumped up enough to where it's going to scare me off. So instead of me doubling down, I'll probably go to her PRA, which is still a nice even number at 29 and gives you some push equity there. If you want to just stick with her points and think that she's just going to get her points, you can. Her points, PRA or fantasy points, or even her rebounds plus assists, all that stuff is in play. Speaking of rebounds plus assists, over here on Parlay Play, they have Laney first half points at 7, okay? Nowhere else has this. On PrizePicks, it's 8. So you can get it at 7 over here. And then Rin Howard, she's at 9 rebounds plus assists. On this website, you can slide the line down once per day on a $10 slip to half a point, or half a point the other way. I chose it to move it down to 8.5, so I took over there and over on Laney, paired it together, $10 to win 30. It is what it is. If you're interested in Parlay Play, use code CRUSH. They do things like this all the time. Again, you can slide the line every single day, and of course, you're going to get the 100% deposit bonus. But the biggest draw of this website, folks, is that you can flex a 2-man. So if you flex this and you get one right and the other one wrong, you're going to get half your money back. And if you get both right, instead of 3x, they just give you a double up. So this is where you want to do your nukes, quote unquote, the nukes. That's the new thing that everybody talks about on the Twitter web. Nukes. Guys freaking don't even know what a real nuke is. All right, so with that in mind, so let's talk about Betnijah Laney, okay? She played 36 minutes last game and shot 8 for 15, 3 for 6 from 3, and she had 19 points, okay? She did get some rebounds and assists. Historically, she can score. The line, I believe, was at 16 last time. Now it's at 14. We do get push equity there, which I like, so I went ahead here, but again, we're getting better value on Parlay Play for the first half. It's at 7. Over here, her first half is at 8. I did split the baby and took both in 2 different slips. As you can see here, it's at 8. Again, I got it at 7.5 on PrizePicks earlier. It stayed at 14 here. If she's going to take 15 shots a game on average, I will continue to take her points at 14, especially against Washington. That's just the world we live in. I just took 16 on this, literally the last time they played or the time before that. I think she sold that time, but I don't care. It has push equity. I will say it's the most inflated time her line's ever been. Usually I was paying 12.5 or 11.5 for this line, but it is what it is. I'm taking it. And again, it's one of those candidates. If she sells, she sells. I use bankroll management, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not one of these faceless Twitter kids who lives in his mom's house and bets $500 a slip on 5 different slips, waits for one to hit, and then posts it on Twitter to make it look like I'm doing something special, okay? That ain't me. Now, good old Brittany Sykes. I told people today, I said, I posted this in Discord, and for those that are in my Discord watching this, you got it at 16.5. I said on the live stream today, it's probably going to bump down to 16 because it always does this. So if you want to wait and hold off on her, you can. Personally, I didn't wait. I went ahead and took it because I wanted her in my slips where I had the value with other props. It is what it is. It happened. I still like 16. Last time she literally got right at 16, and again, I had her at 16.5, and she hooked me. People that got it late, they got a push. Let me talk about Brittany Sykes because she's one of the most frustrating players to roster in your slip. 7 for 18 last game. 0 for 5 from 3. If she makes one more of these shots or one more of these threes, she's covering. All right, it's that simple. She's taking 18 shots in a game and her prop position line is 16. All right, I will take that all day. She shoots 5 threes a game on average. I'm just going to gamble with it. This is, at the end of the day, you only have 2 games. You have to take a stand. You have to gamble on certain things. Alina Deladon, everybody's favorite. I'm not going there. Everyone was on her assist today at 2.5. I actually think it's okay. I just don't want to go there because that's where the public is all over. So by that purpose alone, I am just not going to go there. Atkins is in play. She came out of nowhere since injury return. 6 for 15, 2 for 6, 14 points. She's absolutely in play. So if you want to skip Brittany and go with Atkins, go right ahead. You have my blessing. All right, one last prop that I want to talk about real quick is Natasha Howard, the big woman for Dallas, okay? Atlanta's been giving up a lot of rebounds. This was at 7.5 earlier. Now it's at 8. It does give you push equity. She's going to need 9 to cover, which is unfortunate. But if you want to go here and take it at 8, I don't hate it. This is my only thing with Howard. Don't put her in the same contest with Howard, McCowan, and Sabali because they're all going to be chasing the same rebound. So just know that when you're building your slips, make sure you correlate them. If you have 2 from Atlanta, you're going to want to have 2 from Dallas. If you have 2 from Liberty, you're going to want to have 2 from Washington. That's just how this goes, folks. Okay, so I covered everything that I wanted to cover with WNBA today. I wanted to get a video out for you guys. Listen, My YouTube audience, I'm really thankful that you guys have been sticking with me. Honestly, I know my schedule's been all over the place. I'm going through some stuff personally that I'm trying to hammer out, literally affecting me. At the end of the day, I'm not just some dude on the screen. I'm a real life human being, and I have issues that go on in a real life outside of this, okay? That stuff affects my time. It affects everything that I can do. But I will say this, I do focus my time and energy into a Discord that I have. I hate to keep talking about it, but honestly, that's where 90% of my time goes right now, because they're the ones that pay for the content. I have to prioritize it, folks. It's just the world we live in. So at the end of the day, if you guys, I get a lot of messages, Cap, did you stop posting stuff? Did you disappear? Did you fall off? No, I'm not freaking leaving. They're gonna need a wrecking ball to take me out of here, right, Disco? But the point is, I post every day as I can. I also post spreadsheets and stuff for NFL. As you can see here, this is yesterday's list. Chubb, Reboot, Shaheed, Cash, Pickett, Cash, Olave, Cash, Pat, Fremuth, Chalk, Derek Carr, Chalk, Hayden Hurst, Push, and Chubba Hubbard, Cash. All right, my two-man with Chubb and Rashid. Chubb was soaring over. He had 64 yards. That was what it is. This is where I post my list of plays, guys, right here in a Discord using Dub Club's format. I do MLB as well. This literally is my 2 for MLB today. As you can see, Hunter Brown, more 4.5 strikeouts, and Garrett 4.5. This is on Sleeper exclusively, though. So if you want to tail that, make sure you do it on Sleeper. And then yesterday, you can see my MLB list here. Rodriguez, Cash, Peralta, Cash, Soto, Cash, Wacha, Cash, Montgomery, Cash, Budo, Cash, Verlander, Cash, and the one play that wasn't mine, given to me by someone in the cord, Corey Seager, Chalk. Okay, so almost a full sweep. The point is that I didn't disappear. I'm still here, guys. I'm just trying to get my time right. And again, I'm a one-man show, and I did have an NFL video for the showdown slate for you guys last Thursday, and it somehow got deleted off YouTube. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to hire help. You know how hard it is to find good help, people? It's very, very hard, especially for this industry. Nobody knows what they're talking about, but everybody thinks they know what they're talking about. It's the craziest thing. I'm telling you right now, I will do my best to have an NFL video for you guys for this Thursday, explaining the DraftKings and everything else. And again, if you're interested in wanting to join, it's CaptainCrush.net Gold Package. I post spreadsheets for NFL player projections and everything like that for football every single week. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you hit your WNBA slips tonight and your tacos. Good luck, and as always, let's crush.